Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. Welcome to Studentink. So all of us know कि exams आ गए हैं, right? And हम सब लोग बहुत scared है exams को लेके because ultimately offline exams जो है हमारे वो हमें अब देना शुरू करना पड़ेगा. Online तो हो जाते थे आराम से, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं होती थी. So ये ऑफलाइन एग्जाम्स का जो फियर है उसे काउंटर करने के लिए हम लोग आप लोग के लिए लेके आए हैं एक क्रैश कोर्स जो आप लोगों को प्रिपेयर करेगा ये सारे ऑफलाइन एग्जाम्स जो आपके होने वाले हैं उन्हें कॉन्फिडेंटली देने में. जो भी कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हैं, कुछ ऐसे एरियाज हैं जिनमें आप वीक हैं या जिनकी क्वेश्चंस को आप टैकल करके ज्यादा मार्क्स स्कोर कर सकते हैं, वो सारे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस टॉपिक्स हम सब बहुत कहते हैं ना we'll discuss it in a lot detail ताकि आप लोगों को बहुत अच्छी अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिले about all of these things and you can score very good in your exams. Okay, so before we get started with the class, make sure to do one thing, which is like, share and subscribe the channel अगर आप YouTube से connect हो रहे हैं तो, and download the Studentink application because वहाँ पे आपको सब कुछ मिलेगा, right? So यहाँ पे आपको सिर्फ कुछ lectures देखने को मिलते हैं, वहाँ और ज़्यादा lectures होते हैं. एंड ये जो लेक्चर्स हैं ये आपको इन डेप्थ विद मटेरियल वहां पे सब मिलेंगे. ओके, सो मेक श्योर यू डू दैट. अगर आपने अभी तक अपना ये लिंक जो है अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर नहीं करा है, सो जल्दी से ये लिंक अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करिए. और जब तक आप लोग लिंक शेयर करते हैं आई विल क्विकली शो यू द डेमो ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन ताकि हम लोग को भी पता चले कि ये जो सारे लेक्चर्स हमारे हो रहे हैं ये आखिरकार हम कहाँ से एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो वी विल क्विकली गेट स्टार्टेड with the demo of the application. Okay, so when you will open the application, this is what the Octopod Studentink application looks like. ये आप Google Play Store या Apple Store से डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. When you will open the application, आप यहाँ पे जो भी आपका registered mobile number है वो डाल सकते हैं. For example, let's put a demo number. Okay. So जब हम लोग यहाँ लॉग इन करेंगे so there will be a post section जिसके अंदर आपकी सारे पोस्ट जो भी आपके यूजर्स कर रहे हैं वो आपको मिल जाएंगे, आपकी टीचर्स कर रही हैं वो सब आपको मिल जाएंगे. At the same time, so then there is Sanvi Mitna. She has done such a marvelous drawing. She has shared it at least. Okay, आपके सारे connections आपको मिल जाएंगे. At the same time, there's something called as Student World. So जब आप Student World में जाएंगे, so यहाँ पे आपके सारे lectures आज के आपको यहाँ दिख जाएंगे. जैसे अभी चल रहा है हमारा English Crash Course Part 2. Because Part 1 was yesterday. So अगर आपने वो miss कर दिया है, so make sure कि आप यहाँ पे आके वो attend कर ले. It is already there. So जब आप इसे add to calendar करेंगे, so यहाँ academics वाले section पे जब आप जाएंगे, so you'll find your calendar over here. Okay, so there are different वो पूरा structured होता है. This is a demo account, so there were less things. So जब आपको यहाँ पे वो calendar में मिल जाएगा, तो आप यहाँ पे join now करके you will get redirected to this lecture, which is already being held over here. So यहाँ पे comment section के अंदर you can ask all your doubts and everything. We'll try कि हम आपको उस चीज का solution दें. At the same time यहाँ आपको एक connect button दिख रहा है, right? So इससे आप अश्विनी मैम के साथ connect भी हो सकते हैं. आप उन्हें friend request भेजते हैं. So you will get the notification that you are now connected करके, right? So you'll get all of these things started over here. Okay, so make sure कि आप ये सारी चीजें access करें. At the same time, once you are done with this thing, we also, when we'll go back, so यहाँ पे Student World के अंदर we also have different vouchers. ये सारे vouchers उन सारे lectures के हैं, उन सारे outlets के हैं जो आपके स्कूल के आसपास या आपके घर के आसपास हैं. So make sure कि आप इन vouchers में से किसी भी voucher पे जाके when you will click, you will find that you can take these through reward points. So अगर आपके पास reward points हैं, so आप ये voucher avail कर सकते हैं और extra discount पा सकते हैं. At the same time, there are different courses which we have made, and there are a lot of courses that we are going to add to this list, right? So there are a lot of creative writing, virtual tools, creative skill development courses which you can also avail through OctoCash या reward points. Okay, so आप ये उस चीज के थ्रू avail कर सकते हैं जिसके अंदर आपको इतना सारी चीजें सीखने को मिलेगा. At the same time, you have different categories also. So we have a spoken English category over here, जिसके अंदर spoken English का हमारे crash course हुआ था, उससे related सारे videos, spoken English से related videos. So आपको वो सारी चीजें यहाँ पे मिल जाएंगी. So make sure that all of this content is for free and you utilize all of this content ताकि आप ultimately आपका ये जो learning journey है उसे और valuable बना सकें. Okay. So today in our class we are going to learn a very interesting topic from one of the very well-known faculties, right? So without any further ado, ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Lakshita. And how are you all, students? I hope आप सब बैठ गए होंगे अभी मेरे साथ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ सेंटेंस पढ़ने के लिए, है ना? तो जल्दी जल्दी without wasting any moment, let us go through the whole topic. And yesterday what we have done, you just recall everything. Okay, with me. So let me share my screen and we'll have this topic on your screen. Yes. Just a minute. So we have studied that transformation means without converting, altering the meaning, converting the meaning, we change the whole sentence. Okay, that is called as transformation. Changing or converting something to some other thing. Okay, without changing its meaning. So in English, there are various types through which we can transform the sentence. We can change the sentence. Okay, so we have used some conjunctions also through which we have started transforming the sentence through the examples. Which are the conjunctions? No sooner than, not only but also, remove if and unless, then if not also, remove to and add so that also. Okay, there are some types of sentences. Interchanging this type, we can have transformation. For example, interrogative to assertive, exclamatory to assertive, affirmative to negative, and imperative to assertive. And we can have vice versa, okay, from one to the other, and from assertive to interrogative, you can interchange this sentence. Fine. So these are the various ways through which we can transform the sentence. And see, these are all usages also of English language. Fine. When we use conjunctions, this becomes usage. We use it in our routine language also. And that is why it becomes very easy for us to understand. But grammatically, one has to understand through certain rules. In grammar, we have to follow certain rules. And that is why we need to understand thoroughly. Fine. So let us go through and recall also with me. First of all, as soon as and no sooner than, they are very, very important usage, because when one action follows the other action, immediately we use this conjunction as soon as or no sooner than. But there is a change when we use no sooner than. As yesterday we understood, because we use do, does, or did as per the tense of the sentence while using no sooner than. Fine. And when there is present tense, the tense already present in the sentence, we do not change anything. If there is present tense, if there is past tense, if there is perfect tense, we do not change the sentence, the tense of the sentence. Fine. But this is, you will have to understand. No sooner than, as soon as, both are one and the same. Again, let us recall very quickly. Second topic, not only but also. Now, not only but also equal to and or as well as. We use this on and often in our language. For example, when I say that Radha and Sita are intelligent, the example is already there in your on your screen. Okay, so the same sentence we can use with not only but also. Okay, not only Radha, but also Sita are intelligent. There is slightly mistake here. So are intelligent because it takes plural noun like and as well as. Now see, you can say the same sentence in this way also. Radha as well as Sita are intelligent. Okay. She had become very noisy as well as mischievous. So while using with two nouns and using with two adjectives, we use these conjunctions not only but also as well as and both and also. Okay. So these are the certain way through which we can transform the sentence. The third that we saw that point is remove if and unless. Slightly tricky, but when you understand it, you will definitely know. If not is equal to unless, and if is equal to unless not also. As per the sense of the sentence, you will have to change it. Okay, because you know that when you transform the sentence, you do not change the meaning of the sentence. Okay, if you water the plants, they will not die. So unless you water the plants, they will die. So this is called as if not is equal to unless, because here the requirement of unless. But look at the second example. Here, unless not is required because the sentence is such type. If you read, you will learn. Unless you read, you want to learn. अगर आप नहीं read करोगे तो आपको आएगा नहीं. Okay. So this is the way you can use certain sentences. Then again, remove to. Remove to is also one of the most important usage wherein so that is used. Okay. So that actually to is negation. That denotes negation. Not is implied in the sentence. And that is why while using so that we use cannot or could not. If the sentence is of past tense, yesterday we understood, we'll use could not. And if the sentence is of present tense, we'll use cannot. Fine. The words are too difficult to understand. The hill is too high to reach to the top. So how will you write down? It is actually the negation. The hill is so high that none can or no one can reach to the top. No one means koi bhi. Okay, so it is negation. The words are so difficult that they can't be understood. Fine. So this is the way we are to change the sentence. So we understood this remove to also. Again, interchanging interrogative to assertive sentence. Now here, there are certain rules to be followed. Okay, when changing from assertive to interrogative sentence, because interrogative sentence can be by two ways. WH question words and auxiliary verb. Using auxiliary verb also you can make interrogative, and with WH question word also you can make interrogative. अभी कैसे करना है? See, look at here. Changing from assertive to interrogative, use the question tag. That means if the assertive sentence is positive, make interrogative negative sentence. Okay, and if the assertive sentence is negative, make interrogative positive sentence. For example, see, the example is here on your screen. We'll take this. They are very generous. So how do I make? Aren't they very generous? Okay. For example, should we neglect our duties? If I say that, should we neglect our duties? So this is positive interrogative. अभी उसको कैसे करेंगे? We should not neglect our duties. We should not neglect our duties. When we use it, we make it in this way. Then, for example, when I say that, isn't God merciful? So God is merciful. God is merciful. Didn't Sam go home early today? How will I make? Sam went home early today. This is affirmative, assertive, positive sentence because there is no negation added. But when you change from assertive to interrogative, you are to use negation, not. Didn't Sam go home early today? Okay. For example, when I say that, can anyone escape death? Can anyone escape death? How will I make? None can escape death. Okay, this is vice versa. That is why I am saying this sentence also. From interrogative to assertive also. From assertive to interrogative also. So this is way we can make using question type. Now, just a minute. Yes. Then interrogative to assertive. Okay. Interrogative to assertive, we change from affirmative to negative, as I told you. For example, see, do you expect to pass without studying? This is interrogative sentence, okay, using auxiliary do. And this is affirmative sentence. So when we change from interrogative to assertive sentence, we'll use negation. Okay, you cannot expect to pass without studying. Fine. So this is way you have to make this sentence. As for example, let me take another example also. For example, when I say that, who likes illness? Who likes illness? How will I make? Who likes illness? This is WH question word. So nobody likes illness. Nobody likes illness. We'll use negative affirmative sentence. Okay. Is this the way to behave? So again, negative sentence will make, this is not the way to behave. So when you change from question to assertive sentence, change from affirmative to negative sentence. Okay. This is what we saw yesterday. Now, this is we want to see here today. Interchanging exclamatory to assertive sentence and vice versa. Now see, we make exclamatory to assertive also and assertive to exclamatory also. Now, there is certain rule. For example, if in exclamatory sentence, if there is article A or N given, then we'll use what? Okay. If there is no article given, then we'll use how. Fine. Look at here. I have made it in that way that you can read properly. Exclamatory sentence express certain strong feelings. For example, feeling of joy, feeling of surprise, feeling of astonishment, feeling of sadness also, feeling of you can say overjoyousness, pleasure, every feeling that expressed by exclamatory sentences. Fine. And you know that it ends in exclamation mark. So how is the formation? As I told you that when there is article A or N is used, we use what? And when there is no article, we use how. Fine. Now how is the formation? What, then plus article, then adjective, plus subject, plus verb, and then exclamatory note. Okay. If there is no article, then how is used. How plus adjective plus subject plus verb. So in this way, this you will have to remember, because when there is article, you use what. There is no article, you use how. Now look at the example. what a beautiful house it is. See, there is article a. What, then article, then adjective, then house is subject here. It is, house it, and then is verb. Now, when there is no article, we'll use how. How beautiful the house is. Okay, how beautiful the house is. Again, if only use करके भी हम exclamatory sentence बना सकते हैं. If only I had studied. In certain sentence, when there is the action has not been completed, we use if only. Okay, so if only I had studied. Here, where at the time of speaking, the action had not been completed. Okay. Sorry. So, look at here. Assertive sentence now. Assertive sentences states declaration, stating something, and that ends in an full stop. Okay. And how is the sentence formation? Subject plus verb and then the remaining sentence. Fine. Look at here. It is a very beautiful house. Now understand what a beautiful house it is. So we'll take the subject and verb in the beginning. It is, and we use the words like very, extremely, indeed. Okay, these are the words that we will add. Really also, very also. And from interchanging to assertive to exclamatory, we'll remove these words. Look at here. Remove the words like very, extremely, what, and how. When we change from exclamatory to assertive sentence. Okay, very and extremely we will add in assertive sentence. But when we change from assertive to exclamatory, we'll remove. And we'll add what, how. Fine. For example, see, it is a very beautiful house. You can use really also instead of very. You can use indeed also. But you use indeed, you will have to use an article. Okay. It is indeed and it is an indeed beautiful house. Like that. You can use like this also. The house is very beautiful. Okay. In this way also you can use the house is very beautiful, because we do not use article with how. If the sentence is of using how, you will have to simply use the house is very beautiful. Now, if there is if only sentence, if only. So when you change from exclamatory to assertive, use I wish. Okay, if only will change into I wish I had studied. The meaning of this sentence would be, at the time of speaking, the action had not been completed at all. Okay, so I wish I had studied. When there is only if, you will have to use I wish I had studied. Fine. For example, let me give another example like this, only if wala. For example, I wish only if I were young again. When I say that, only if I were young again. So how will I make? I wish I were young again. I wish I were young again. Okay. Now you can use in the same way in this way also. How I wish I were young again. How I wish I were young again. Okay. So in this way you can use these sentences. For example, if only I could fly like a bird. If only I could fly like a bird. How would I make this sentence? I wish I could fly like a bird. Okay. So in this way, you will have to use. Here you have to add words like very, extremely, as I told you, certainly, indeed, really. Okay. And remove exclamatory note and add full stop. Here you are to use exclamatory note, add exclamatory note, because you are to change vice versa from exclamatory to assertive, from assertive to exclamatory. That is why we'll have to do in this way. For example, when I say that, what an excellent catch Virat Kohli took. What an excellent catch Virat Kohli took. So how will I make it assertive? Virat Kohli took a very excellent catch. When we have used very, we'll make article as a out of an. Okay. Virat Kohli took a very excellent catch. Fine. So this is in this way we can use this sentence. For example, when I say that, how dirty the street is. How dirty the street is. Now make it assertive. The street is very dirty. Okay. The street is very dirty. So in this way, we can change from exclamatory to assertive, from assertive to exclamatory. Next topic is, I hope you are getting my points. And if you have any problem, you can definitely ask me. Now the 7th point is interchanging affirmative to negative sentence and vice versa. Now see, when you change or interchange from affirmative to negative sentence, we'll have to use through prefix and through suffix also. Because in some sentences, we are not to change the meaning of the sentence. And that is why for making negative, we need to use prefix and we need to use suffix also. Prefix means some letters when we use in the beginning of a sentence to make the antonym, to make the opposite. Fine. And suffix means we use some letters at the end of the sentence to make at the end of the word to make opposite. Fine. For example, possible, if I use prefix im, I am, I will make it opposite impossible. Okay. Fortunate, I'll use prefix called un and I'll make it unfortunate. Disagree, agree, disagree. Unable, unable. Fine. For example, see, she is uncomfortable. So actually I use it as she is not comfortable. Fine. So I have made from affirmative to negative sentence. It is very easy because see, impossible means not possible. Comfortable means uncomfortable means not comfortable. Not fortunate means unfortunate. Does not agree means disagree. Okay. Not able or cannot able means disable. Fine. Unable, for example. So it is impossible that he is dead. Now this is affirmative sentence. How will I make negative using this? It is not possible that he is dead. It is not possible that he is dead. For example, if I use like this, we should obey traffic rules. We should obey traffic rules. This is affirmative sentence. अभी मुझे उसको negative बनाना है. कैसे बताऊं? We should not disobey traffic rules. We should not disobey. That means we should obey traffic rules. So I have not changed the meaning of the sentence, but then also I have changed affirmative to negative sentence. It is slightly tricky, but when you go through more and more sentences, definitely you'll understand. Fine. For example, when I say that nobody likes illness, this is negative sentence. Nobody likes illness. अभी उसको हमको एफर्मेटिव बनाना है, कैसे बनाएंगे? Everybody or everyone dislikes illness. Everyone dislikes illness. That means nobody likes illness. The sentence is same, but I have interchanged. Everything is possible for a person with strong will. For example, everything is possible for a person with strong will. If I use the same sentence, this is affirmative sentence. Now make it negative. Nothing is impossible for a person with strong will. Nothing is impossible for a person. That means everything is possible. Fine. So this is the way you can change using prefixes. Now use a suffix. Careless. Now look at the third example. He is unable to talk. He is not able or he cannot talk. Okay. He is not able to talk. That means he is unable to talk. Fine. Let me zoom my examples so that you can, if you want to thorough it, you can do it. Now see, using suffixes. Careless, clueless, fearless. Less is using for making opposite. Careful, careless. Actually, careless means doesn't care. Clueless means has no clue. Fearless means does not fear. Sugarless means with no sugar. And childless means the childless means you don't have any childless means you don't have a childish nature. Fine. For example, see, he is totally fearless of the outcome. Now, if I want to make it negative, he is totally fearless of the outcome. The sentence will be like this. He does not fear the outcome. He does not fear the outcome. She is clueless about the proceeding. She has no clue about the proceeding. Now look at here. You are to change somewhat verbs also as per the demand of the sentence. Here there is a change in verb. She is clueless about the proceedings. I have used as she has no clue about the proceeding. Fine. So in this way, you can make it affirmative to negative sentence or negative to affirmative sentence. There are certain examples that we can definitely share with you. For example, when I say that you have always treated her unfairly. Say, for example, you have always treated her unfairly. If I want to make it negative, how will I use? Always का मैं never कर दूंगी. You have never treated her. You have not treated her. You have never treated her fairly. Unfairly मैं से मैं क्या करूंगी? Fairly. You have never treated her fairly, or you have not treated her fairly. So in this way, we can interchange from affirmative to negative sentence. Fine. Another point is use certain words as we have discussed, and then we can make affirmative to negative sentence. For example, avoid, refrain from, abstain from. These are the words that make the sentence from one to the other. You should refrain from spending too much money during recession. Okay. Now look at here. Refrain from means negation. Okay. And that is why it means not actually. So if I want to make negative sentence, how will I make? You should not spend too much money during recession. Look at here. You should not spend too much money during recession. Refrain from means not. So we will remove refrain from. Okay. Refrain from, abstain from, avoid. These are the words we have used in affirmative sentence, but actually it makes the negative meaning, and that is why when we want to use from affirmative to negative sentence, we will remove the word and simply use not. You should not spend too much money during recession. Again, see, avoid making silly mistakes. The same sentence I will make negative. Look at here. Avoid का मैं do not कर दूंगी because avoid means do not. Do not make silly mistakes. So simply by using certain words, we can make from affirmative to negative sentence. Okay. Certain words have opposite meaning also. For example, see, love, refuse, doubtful. Okay. See, he refused the order. Refuse का मैं क्या कर दूंगी? Accept. Okay. सीधा opposite ले लूंगी. He didn't accept the order. And since it is simple past tense, we'll use did plus not. In negative sentence, he did not accept the order. That means he refused the order. The meaning remains the same. We do not change the meaning, but then also we get the another sentence. I am doubtful of the outcome. I am not sure of the outcome. Okay, doubtful means not sure. For example, when I say that I love painting, I will say like this, I do not hate painting. Okay. Another way of speaking is I do not hate painting. That means I love painting. Simply by using opposites also, you can have from affirmative to negative. Simply by using certain words, we can have affirmative to negative. Okay. So this is the what we have used here. Now look at here. Only and everyone is also used, and we can make affirmative to negative. I'll marry only you. So how will I use? I'll marry no one except you. Okay, that means only. No one except means only. This is the only thing I want. I want nothing but this thing. Okay, I want nothing but this thing. So this is by using only, nothing but, we can make from affirmative to negative. Look at here, always can never. I have already given the example. Let me have in this way only. SRK movies always entertain. Okay, so how will I use? SRK movies never fail to entertain. Okay, the meaning remains the same, but sentence is changed. He manages to get awards for every movie he makes. He does not fail to get awards for every movie he makes. So by using certain words, we can make from affirmative to negative sentence. Okay. Now see, none but is used for person and nothing but is used for thing. Always remember. Look at here. I'll marry only you. So this is for person, and that is why we will use none. I'll marry no one except you. Here use but also. I'll marry no one but you. You can make this sentence in this way also. Fine. Everyone knows Mother Teresa. No one, there is no one who doesn't know Mother Teresa. That means everyone knows Mother Teresa. Everyone का हम no one कर सकते. Everything का हम nothing कर सकते. We have already seen certain examples. That is why I am taking it little fast. Look at here. He manages to get awards for every movie he makes. So this is the same way. He does not fail to get awards for every movie he makes. So by adding certain words with negation, we can alter the sentence and make from one type to the other type. Okay. Again, interchanging from imperative to assertive sentence and vice versa. Now look at here. Look at the example. Imperative sentence begins with main verb only, and you is hidden in all. Always remember that. Okay, you is hidden in imperative sentence because it is spoken to someone. It is given order to someone in imperative sentence. Look at the example. Avoid eating junk food. Now, while making assertive sentence from imperative sentence, we'll use you, which was hidden, and you becomes the subject here. We'll use you should because always there is implied not given of order, command, request, advice, suggestions, proposals in imperative sentence. Fine. तो देखिए, avoid eating junk food. ये क्या हुआ? A kind of advice हुआ. ये order नहीं है, advice है. तो हम क्या use करेंगे? You should avoid eating junk food. Okay, you should avoid eating junk food. So in this way, we can change. For example, see, second example. First example. Don't lose your calm if your friends' opinions differ from yours. So you should not lose your calm if your friends' opinions differ from yours. Or you can make it like this also. There is no need to lose your calm. Both are correct sentences. In this both ways you can make from imperative to assertive sentence. Tell your friends what you like about them. So you is implied here. So you should tell your friends what you like about them. Never put money and important documents in your checked-in luggage. You should never put money and important documents in your luggage. So you should checked in luggage. So always remember imperative sentence begins with main verb. And while making from imperative to assertive, we'll use you should. Okay. So this is what we have done here. From imperative to assertive, from assertive to imperative. Now look at the answer, another one, and make the sentence. Manu, the star never set. Okay. I wish, I hope the star never sets. Okay. So this is what imperative sentence. I wish or I hope the star never sets. Fine. So this is what from imperative to assertive sentence. Fine. So while making assertive to imperative, you remove you should because you is subject here which is hidden. And in imperative sentence, we do not use any subject. Is directly begins with main verb. Fine. So this is way we can make imperative to assertive sentence. So interchanging from one to the other is always very easy when you use certain words, certain rules. Okay. And rules are very easy to follow when you make more and more practice. Fine. So if you have any query regarding this topic, you can definitely ask me. But here we end the topic, and I hope you have go through the whole topic. You can understand also very easily using certain examples and remembering certain rules. We'll definitely meet again with a new topic. Till then, have a nice time. Goodbye. Take care.